famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon. They just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Tate's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a 1-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big. His
first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On third down, Hines. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
16 yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake, throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Makes the score Dolphins 7.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Seems me friend, old momentum. I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Taken right around the 44. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Miami set to take over, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
7-yard line.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 3rd and goal, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Conley as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a... We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Steelers 10.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Knew where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
17.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carried by number 24.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Caught right side, Tate. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A gain of 46.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. But they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because you're passing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. 57 to Mike. I got you, Pop.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah,
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Once again, it's Clement. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Gold is able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down 20-17, a minute 6 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Steeler first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now it's Clement. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah.